Hi, ThatPaulGuy. Normally I would not try to put out a video the day before I'm going to do my weekly news segment. It's Thursday, but that's one of the things that we're going to talk about. This is your pretty much your June update. Things are still progressing with the spider bite, and it is healing. It is doing much better, but they did reapply another graft. That's perfectly normal. Has not gotten quite small enough now where it's not completely healed. The old graft did completely slough off, so now they've reapplied a new skin graft. Like I said, it's completely normal, and it is still continuing to progress. So I appreciate everybody that's reached out and they've asked about that, and that's been pretty awesome. You may notice that the picture might look just a little bit different. I've switched back to my old camera. I've had some frustrations with the newer camera. The newer camera was supposed to be, it's the one that I reviewed. I'll put a link to it. It's a budget camera for a budget price. You get what you pay for. It's not horrible. It can be a decent backup camera. I wasn't happy with the way it was taking video indoors, and so I've decided to go back to my original camera. It's a JVC. It's a pretty decent camera. It's a good camcorder, but I was hoping to step up a little bit. I have been able to acquire, figure out, get, purchase, borrow, beg, whatever the deal is. I do have a Sony that's on the way. I had mentioned that I would do something like that. In this case, the one I found for a good price. It is going to record in 1080p, and that's what I found that I was using with the 4K camera and with this camera. So I went ahead and found a good price on a Sony 1080p, and that's what I've got coming in right now. It should be here in another day or two. When that does come in, that's one of the things that I want to try to do. And I will kind of explain, because it's Thursday, would normally be tomorrow, but I'm going to retire that segment. I do like doing that. I like being able to touch on a couple of different stories or several different stories and kind of hitting on some things, but I don't get to spend any time exploring any one thing unless I go back and try to make another video later in the week. And what I find out is my schedule gets kind of topsy-turvy and things get a little bit weird, and I don't often get back to going back and exploring some of those things that I wished I had more time to do. So one of the things I am going to do is, instead of doing It's Thursday, I'm still going to try to put out 2, maybe 3 videos a week. They are not going to be on any specific day or time frame. It might seem a little bit haphazard at first, but I'm going to go ahead and try to do some of the things, some of the projects that I've actually been doing. Try to do those to completion instead of leaving them hanging or deleting or what have you, and actually try to do those and put a little bit better content. Some of those things include doing a review on this animal here. It's a webcam. A lot of people, the standard in webcams is a Logitech 920. It's a very, very good webcam. It's got great picture quality. It records in 1080p at 60 frames per second. It has great visuals and really, really good audio. However, you can't find one of those right now because of our conundrum that's going on, and they are in very, very short supply, and probably not until the end of June will we start seeing those come back in. And a lot of places have those for 2, 3, and 4 times what they are actually worth. The 4K version, the Brio, is also sky high. You can't find that for under $300 right now, so I wouldn't even try. So what I did is I did some research, and I found one that compares favorably to the Logitech 920. And I went ahead and ordered that. So I've got that hooked up, and I'm going to do a review on that. Still got a review to do on the curved panel. I haven't taken it out of the box yet because I haven't had time to get to everything else. Seeing as how I've gone back to the old camera, and I'm not using the newer 4K camera, I'm going to do, when the new Sony comes in, I am going to do a side-by-side, hopefully, of the new Sony, the older JVC that's sitting there, and a newer budget 4K, and kind of do a comparison of those. So I plan on doing some more comparisons, side-by-sides, maybe some talks on some tech. There's some exciting stuff that came out from AMD recently, including some of their XT CPUs, their processors, which are refreshes of some of their other ones, and I did touch on it a little bit, but there's some things like that that I'd like to be able to explore and talk about, that other than my news segment on Thursday, where I spend maybe a minute or so on each part, I don't normally get to do, and I'd like to do more of that. I also like to be able to spend time doing more on computer builds themselves. I have some friends that probably are in need of some computer rebuilds and computer maintenance, and I would like to be able to reach out and help them with some of that. But I would also like to be able to maybe document that journey. And with their permission, I think I can try to get some of that done. And again, provide content, maybe answer some questions, maybe provide some decent entertainment, and keep engagement up. But like I said, one of the main things that is happening is my It's Thursday is going away. So that will be no longer. And I have decided, even though there's a lot of things that I was in the middle of writing when I decided this, I have, like I said, I've decided to retire that segment. So that's just some of the things that are going on. I'm also looking for probably a little bit different setup. I do like this setup, but I think I want to do some other things, especially if I start streaming. And I think I need some kind of backdrop, or need to change where my desk is to be able to do some of that stuff. I'll leave notes, or I'll leave, well, no, I'm not even going to do that. I'll just tell you guys that I do stream on Twitch. I'm going to try to do that every Monday night, and every Monday or Monday and Tuesday, but there'll be random times that I'll also be on during the weekend, or maybe even, times like tonight after I get done doing this. But anyway, some things are changing. So, and that's never a bad thing, but I've noticed that some things, when I put out a review on some things will do very, very well. There was a lot of people interested in the budget 4K to figure that out. Not as many people interested in a weekly news segment. It's just enough to keep it interesting enough where I could do another video, and between 15 and 20 people would see it every week. That doesn't help me grow. That doesn't provide anything for you guys other than just, hey, it's another video. So I want to do something that's going to help everybody and going to be entertaining and be worth watching. And that was always my pledge, is to do something that I enjoy doing that's worth watching to you. So there it is in a nutshell. Your June updates. Some things are changing, some things are adjusting. I still have been doing some work overclocking in a little way with what has now become Danny D, that's got the Ryzen 7 1700X and the Noctua cooler, which I did a video on as well. I'll link that up here too, just in case you guys want to go back and look at that. But there's other things I've been doing, playing around with it and getting it set up. So a ton of stuff that I would like to be able to do, and even some vlogs. If I go out and I'm out and about around town, or I'm doing something, or I'm researching something, or going to my sister's house in Ocala, that I think would be fun and entertaining, and I just I start recording some of it, and then I look at it and delete it, or I never finish. So I would like to be able to finish, and that's my pledge. It's my pledge to myself. That's my pledge to you guys, to make this worth watching and more entertaining, and I hope I do well. So, as always, folks, you're welcome to subscribe, share, thumbs up, thumbs down, leave me kind of comments. Is there something specific that you would have liked to have seen me do that I haven't done? Something that you would like to see me do? Let me know if I'm on the right track, or if I'm just barking up the wrong tree. So it's not. I can look at the same video every time and go, oh, I did an okay job. But unless other people are out there sharing it and liking it and watching it, and it's just not worth it if you guys don't enjoy what I'm doing. So there you go, in a nutshell. That's it for your June updates. So like I said, no, it's Thursday tomorrow, but do look for a video in the next couple of days, because like I said, webcam coming. Anyway, that's all I got for now, so I'll see you later.